Hello, friends. Welcome to this evening's guided meditation with Ananda Sacramento. My name is Suryadas, and it is a great joy for me to spend a little time in meditation with you today. Last week, I shared a few thoughts as we began our meditation on the idea that meditation is both a science and an art. And I shared that it is a science in the sense that we have these various techniques, the Hong Sa technique, the kriya-yoga technique, etc. And those techniques work. If we practice them the way they're meant to be practiced, we will see certain results. But there also is an art of meditation, and I shared last week the idea of nurturing a sense of devotion, a sense of returning each day with new enthusiasm to each meditation. In fact, Yogananda said, each meditation should be deeper than the one before. Now, I've never been able to accomplish that quite in that way, but I will say that over the years, meditation becomes deeper and deeper and deeper for most, if not all, sincere devotees. And so I think Yogananda was telling us not to sit on our laurels and to accept whatever level of realization that we already have, but to keep diving deeper and deeper in our practice. But today I wanted to share a little bit on the idea of the art of meditation in relation to that part of meditation where we stop doing techniques and we sit in the stillness and we're offering ourselves to God. This can be a challenging part of meditation for some people, and people might feel like they don't know what to do with themselves. This is, in fact, the most important part of meditation, and in a sense, we're not truly meditating until we're absorbed in the divine, in absolute stillness. And so I just wanted to share a bit about what to do with that time. We can offer ourselves in prayer to the divine, to God, in whatever form we hold dear. And we often think of prayer as something we do at the beginning of a meditation. A lot of us have the practice that we start our meditation with a prayer and then a chant, and then we go on to meditation. But in fact, to truly pray in a deep way, we have to be interiorized. We have to be withdrawn into the inner self, away from the senses, away from all the commotion in the world. And so we can pray on a much deeper level once we've interiorized ourselves and practiced our techniques. So one way to use that time is to simply pray to God, or if you have a guru, you could pray to the guru and ask them to be with you, ask them to guide your thoughts, ask them to help you to overcome any challenges you might be facing. This is a wonderful opportunity. And when we pray, we want to not only talk to God, but we want to listen. We want to open the heart. We want to tune our inner radio to that higher consciousness where we can receive the blessings of a kind of two-way conversation with God. We may not hear God's voice, but we could feel His response in that way. And then, of course, the other thing that we do is to tune into the presence of God as the 8 aspects of God. This is what Yogananda called them. And we can tune into God as light that we see at the spiritual eye. If we see a little bit of light, we can tune in, offer ourselves into that light, and become absorbed in that light. We can tune into God as divine love, as a feeling of love in the heart. That feeling of love that draws us onto the spiritual path, that draws us into wanting more than just what we can achieve in the outer world. We can tune into God as peace, or as calmness. And often peace is one of the first things that people experience in meditation. That peace is the divine presence within. We're tuning into God when we tune into that peace. The others are power and wisdom. These are a little more obscure. Really, when we say power, we're talking about energy. We can tune into inner flow of energy and tune into God in that form, or we can tune into a sense of knowingness, of intuition, of intuitive understanding. And lastly, we can, hopefully I'm getting all 8 of these. Lastly, we can tune into the Om vibration. The Om vibration is the primal vibration. When God became this creation, God created the Om vibration. And in this vibration is the creative force, which takes everything outward and kind of creates the illusion of separateness. But also contained in that Om vibration is another force that it's a unitive force that draws us back. It awakens that love in the heart that makes us want to return to our original state of oneness with God. So these are some of the ways that we can tune into the presence of the divine when we're sitting in the stillness. And lastly, if you have a guru, or if you feel devotion, say to Christ or another master, we can just sit in the stillness, visualize the eyes of the guru, and become absorbed in the eyes of the guru. That's another way that we can spend that silent time. Before we chant and meditate, I want to read from a book called Om, The Melody of Love. This is by Joseph Barat Cornell. And here he is speaking of meditating on the Om vibration. He's speaking about Swami Shivananda. Swami Shivananda was a great devotee of the cosmic vibration. Constant absorption in Om was the heart of his spiritual practice. Read an excerpt. Well, here we are reading an excerpt of his poem about finding God while sitting by the Ganges. I sat alone. Let's close our eyes and listen to these words. I sat alone on a block of stone on the banks of the Ganges. I meditated on Om and its meaning. The little personality was lost. The mortal limit of the self was loosened. But there was infinite extension. I entered the nameless beyond. No words can describe the thrill of joy. The little eye fused into the incandescent brilliance. One mass of transcendental light bliss. Shivananda was often observed sitting quietly and tracing the symbol of Om over and over again on his thigh. With gratitude and reverence, write Om on your thigh and feel God blessing you through his blissful cosmic vibration. With every tracing of Om, feel the joy of Divine Mother, your beloved comforter. So this is something you can try when you are sitting alone at some point on your own in meditation. So let's chant God, Christ, Gurus, very simple words. And as we do, let's tune into the presence of God and the Masters and draw them into our own lives. So let's sit up straight now to meditate. If you can, have your back away from the back of the chair. Place your feet on the floor, flat on the floor, and place your hands on your lap, tucked into the waist, in a receptive mode. Have your chin parallel to the floor. Relax your shoulders down and back. With closed eyes, gaze into the spiritual eye, the point between the eyebrows. Your gaze should be slightly uplifted. There should be no strain. Let's take a double inhalation through the nose. Tense and hold. Throw the breath out and relax. Once again, double inhalation. Tense and hold. Throw the breath out through the mouth and relax completely. One last time. Now let's take a few moments to relax the body. Relax the left foot, and now the right foot. Relax the left calf, and now the right calf. Relax the left thigh, and now the right thigh. Relax the left buttock, and now the right. Relax the left hand, and now the right. Relax the left forearm, and now the right. Relax the left upper arm, and now the right. Relax the abdomen below the navel, and the stomach above the navel. Relax the back. Relax the left side of the chest, and now the right side. Relax the shoulders, the neck, the throat. Relax the mouth, the nose, the eyes, and the forehead. Take a couple deep breaths. As you exhale, let go of any tension, any negativity, any harmful emotions. As you breathe in, draw in vitality, energy, light, and joy. Now let's practice even count breathing. Breathing in through the nostrils. We'll breathe in for a count of 8, hold for a count of 8, and then exhale for a count of 8. So let's begin. I'll keep count. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Now let go of controlling the breath. Allow the breath to come and go as it will. But let's focus our attention on the breath. Watching the breath. We'll tune into the breath at the nostrils. Feeling the air as it enters and exits the nostrils. Notice the coolness of the inhalation and the warmth of the exhalation. Letting the breath have its own rhythm, its own depth. Just following it with your mind. Now we'll add the practice of mantra. As we watch the breath, we will inwardly say Hang with each inhalation and Sa with each exhalation. Hang and Sa. I am spirit. If at any time your mind wanders, gently bring it back to watching the breath and inwardly chanting the mantra, Hang Sa. To watch the breath with deep attention, but without strain, completely relaxed. We'll continue our practice of the Hang Sa technique for about 5 minutes on our own. let's let go of all technique, let go of watching the breath, of chanting the mantra, and allow ourselves to sit in the stillness, practicing the presence of God, tuning in to the divine presence within in one of the ways that I spoke of at the beginning of the meditation. And if you missed that part, just sit in the peace that you feel in meditation and allow yourself to be absorbed into that peace, to become one with that peace. We'll sit in the stillness for a few minutes. Now let's end our meditation, sending that peace out into the world through the vibration of Om. We'll rub our hands together briskly as Yogananda taught. Holding them facing outward, we'll chant Om and feel that peace flowing through our hands out into the world to touch all souls, to uplift consciousness everywhere. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you all for joining us. I hope you have a blessed evening. Joy to you. You can find more information about Ananda Sacramento on our website, anandasacramento.org. Blessings.